Right. Hi. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Rampage or Ram Crew. I'm Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone, and Montel Vertadius Porter here. And today on Rampage or Ram Crew, we're going to see the match that we heard about yesterday on Friday Night SmackDown. Mike Lane says, between James Kurt and Marvel. You got that right, Tony Schiavone says. After Captain Marvel or Lead Woman Marvel or Captain Kurt or Lead Men Kurt, James Kurt lost the TWF World Tag Team winnings to Mankind and Kalisto on Friday Night SmackDown. The one said she wanted to have the fight with the other one. And that's where we're at now, Tony Schiavone says. You got that right, Montel Vertadius Porter says. And I'd like to know how he's going to deal with this fight, or how he's going to get out of this fight. Because I don't think he's going to do very well. Alright. Lead man, James Kurt here. And I just want to say that we may have made a mistake yesterday and we lost the TWF World Tag Team winnings. Only every man and woman makes mistakes. And I don't know why Marvel wants to have a fight with me over this mistake. Because we can win the TWF, World Tag Team winnings back. We can have another match with Mankind and Kalisto, and instead of having this match or this fight, because at the end of the day, I don't think that this is going to help. You want to know why we're having this fight here? Because we worked so hard to win the TWF World Tag Team winnings, Kurt. James. And thanks to you, we don't have them anymore. Look, I'm sorry, Captain Marvel, or Lead Woman Glass, or whatever your true name is. Sorry that I'm flawed, but then all men and women are flawed. Even over good doers are flawed too. We were both a team. We both lost. We didn't like it. That's true. It sucked, if that's what you want to say it did. But all we can do is have another match, get another match with Mankind and Kalisto, and instead of having this match, because I don't think this is going to help us. Well, I do think that we wrestling each other, or fighting each other, can get us on the same sheet. It can help strengthen us and toughen us up. So then we get another match with Mankind and Kalisto. We'll win them back. I don't think that's going to work, you see. I think there's a flaw in that way of thinking, because I don't think it's going to work. Oh! And the Fight Lord wanted to get in the ring, but by mistake knocked both of them over. Well, I guess we got this match going on now. Mike Lane says. And Marvel just body slammed him, but I guess it's more like it was a might slam instead. That's more like it's a backbreaker. Mike Lane says. Well, first off, Tony Schiavone says, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think two tag team wrestlers fighting and wrestling each other, is going to make them stronger or mightier or tougher, whatever you want to say. That's going to help them win their winnings back. The only way it's going to help win their winnings back is that they have the match. Tony Schiavone says, and James Kurt is sometimes known for fighting, but most of the time is not really known for fighting. And we all know Marvel's known for fighting, Tony Schiavone says. Hey, lay off of it, Montel Vertadius Porter said. How How many times you get to see two over good doers? You get to see two followers of the 401 bonds of good go at it. Montel Rotadius Porter says, you get to see a Paramount Global, a Paramount World self, take on a Walt Disney business self. You know, Marvel self. Very rare and in between. I like this, Montel Rotadius Porter says. Oh, you do, huh? Oh. Looks like that missed. Marvel wasn't so wise. She ran into the ring steeple. And this is going to give James Curtis opening. And it's an awkward bulldog, but I believe that's what it was. Tony, believe what it was, Mike Lane says. Yes, it was a awkward bulldog, Tony Schiavone says. And I don't know how this is going to help Marvel and Kurt win the TWF World Tag Team winnings back from Mankind and Kalisto. Well, I don't know how it's going to work, Mike Lane says, but that's what Marvel said why they're having their match here today, their fight here today. Oh, and a sidekick from Kurt to Marvel. Well, I tell you what, Montel Rotadius Porter says, if Marvel wants to show who the stronger side of the team is, or the weak the weak side of the team is, then she might think that James Kurt is the weak end of the team. Oh, Montel Rotadius Porter says, but to be earnest with you, if there is a weak link to the team, it would be James Kurt. Well, I don't believe that at all, Mike Lane said. That is your belief and you have the right to it. But I don't think it's true. No, I do not believe it's, Mike Lane says. I don't believe it's true either, Tony Schiavone says. And whoever wins from this match, does that mean the winner's the strong end and the loser's the weak end? 1, 2, 3. Ding ding. Here is your winner, Lead Woman Marvel. Or Lead Woman Glass, since Captain and Marvel are French's borrowed words. Yeah, they are Latin as French's borrowed words. Anyway, it is what it is. And I thought that was a good match between Captain Marvel or Lead Woman Marvel or Glass, Captain James Kurt or Leadman James Kurt, here today on Rampage or Ramthrough, Mike Lane said, even though I don't understand how this is going to help them win back the TWF World Tag Team winnings. I don't know how that's going to help them, says Mike Lane. You're right, Mike. No one really seems to know how this is going to help them beat Mankind and Kalisto and become two-time TWF World Tag Team fighters. Tony Schiavone says, well, you can leave it to Marvel because she thinks it will help them. She thinks it will help them win, but the only way it's going to help them win is if they have another match with Mankind and Kalisto. Well, it looks like we're going I'm going to have to head over now to Michael Cole now. Thank you, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with Marvel, or Captain Marvel, or Lead Woman Marvel, or Lead Woman Glass, here today on Rampage or Ramthrough. Alright, Marvel, it seems that you believe that having a match with James Kurt would help you beat Mankind and Kalisto again. Well, it's like this, Michael Cole. You know, if you're a team and then you work together, sometimes wrestling and fighting each other can also help too. And I know you're looking at me odd thinking, how is that going to help us beat Mankind and Kalisto? Well, it will, because if it makes us more stronger or mightier or tougher, you know, then when we get our match with Mankind and Kalisto, we'll win. Well, Does that under the belief you believe that lead James Kurt was the weak link, the weak end of this team? I don't really think there was a weak end of this team, under the grounds that James Kurt is never really much of a wrestler or a fighter, and I mostly am. So if I could make him a little more stronger and mightier or tougher by having this match with me here today, then hopefully it worked. Well, hopefully it did. Hopefully you two get to fight Mankind and Kalisto again for the TWF World Tag Team winnings. Well, I hope so too. Well, that's my talk with, Captain Marvel or Lead Woman Glass. Back to you, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Captain Marvel or Captain Lead Woman Glass here today on Rampage or Ramfru. And that's all the time we've got here. I, Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone, Montel Arcadius Porter. We hope you like Rampage or Ramfru, and we'll see you tomorrow for Collision or Hit.